Hey everyone, today we're stepping into the world of one of the most iconic comedy films ever made, Jerry Lewis's The Nutty Professor from 1963. Now, before you write it off as just a slapstick comedy, let me tell you, there's genius at work here. This movie isn't just about laughs. It's a clever, multifaceted masterpiece that blends humor, science fiction, and a surprising message about identity and self-acceptance. Strap in, because we're going to break down why The Nutty Professor has a legacy that still holds strong 6 decades later. At its core, The Nutty Professor is a quirky twist on the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story, with a comedy flair, of course. Jerry Lewis stars as Professor Julius Kelp, a socially awkward, clumsy chemistry teacher with big glasses, bad posture, and a voice that squeaks at all the wrong moments. Kelp is desperate to gain self-confidence, fit in, and woo his beautiful student, Stella Purdy, played by Stella Stevens. When bullying and humiliation push him to his limits, Kelp turns to science for a solution. He creates a chemical potion to transform himself into the suave, confident, and borderline obnoxious ladies' man, Buddy Love. The film hilariously explores the chaos that ensues as he juggles these two completely opposite personalities, with one big question hanging in the air. Is it better to be true to yourself, or to create a version of yourself that the world seems to want? Let's talk about Jerry Lewis for a moment. His performance as both Julius Kelp and Buddy Love is nothing short of brilliant. He masterfully flips between two extremes. 1 minute, he's the bumbling, socially inept professor. The next, he's oozing arrogance and charisma as the slick, confident Buddy Love. What's fascinating is how convincingly he embodies each persona. You almost forget it's the same actor playing both roles. Lewis also directed the movie, and his creative fingerprints are all over it. Whether it's the exaggerated physical comedy, the surreal, dreamlike sequences, or the over-the-top set design, his artistic vision is clear. Lewis once said that comedy isn't just about making people laugh. It's about how you move, how you speak, and even how you hold silence. The Nutty Professor is a prime example of this philosophy. Cool trivia here. During filming, Jerry Lewis and actress Stella Stevens started an affair that lasted 2 years. And the film's production saw Jerry Lewis create a real-time, on-camera monitor, which subsequently became standard in the film industry, known as video assist, which is still in use today. Buddy Love himself is a point of contention among fans and critics. Some see him as a caricature of Jerry Lewis's former comedy partner Dean Martin, while others view him as a critique of Hollywood arrogance and ego. Either way, Buddy Love is both hilarious and uncomfortable to watch. He's the guy you can't take your eyes off, even though you're cringing at everything he says. Now, if you're expecting wall-to-wall physical comedy, don't worry. It's there. Jerry Lewis is a master at slapstick, and the movie has plenty of laugh-out-loud moments. There's an unforgettable scene early on involving Julius Kelp's attempts to bulk up at the gym, with equipment hilariously backfiring on him in every possible way. It's classic, over-the-top Lewis at his best. But what makes The Nutty Professor special is that it doesn't rely solely on physical gags. The humor is layered. Underneath the crazy antics is a biting satire about vanity, self-perception, and societal expectations. The film pokes fun at traditional masculinity and the pressure to appear cool or perfect on the outside, even if it means losing what makes you unique on the inside. One of the most underrated aspects of The Nutty Professor is its visual style. Jerry Lewis's use of bright, bold colors and geometric shapes almost gives the movie a cartoonish look, making every scene pop with energy and life. The science lab looks more like a mad scientist's playground, And Buddy Love's nightclub, the Purple Pit, is the epitome of groovy 1960s cool. This visual language heightens the comedy and reflects the mood of the film. For example, Julius Kelp's spaces are cluttered with mismatched furniture and odd inventions, mirroring his chaotic personality, while Buddy Love's world is sleek, smooth, and immaculately designed, representing the polished exterior he's created for himself. Beneath all the laughs, the Nutty Professor asks some deep, universal questions. How far would you go to change yourself to fit in? Is being confident worth sacrificing your true self? These themes make the movie surprisingly relatable even today. Sure, Julius Kelp is awkward and embarrassing, but he's authentic and kind-hearted. Buddy Love, on the other hand, may seem like a dream come true, charismatic and socially dominant, but as the film progresses, you quickly realize that he's not someone you'd want to spend much time with. In fact, he's downright toxic. The transformation scenes are particularly interesting. Buddy Love is everything Julius Kelp wants to be, but he's also everything Kelp is afraid of becoming. This creates a fascinating inner conflict that gives the film emotional weight. In the end, we're reminded that confidence and self-worth don't come from potions or quick fixes. They come from embracing who you really are. Jerry Lewis also makes use of sound in innovative ways. The exaggerated sound effects during comedic moments, like Kelp's clumsy accidents, are perfectly timed to maximize the laughs. It's subtle details like these that showcase Lewis's comedic precision. Okay, so let's answer the big question. Does The Nutty Professor hold up in 2025? Absolutely. It's not just a comedy, it's a character study, a satire, and a showcase of Jerry Lewis's unmatched talent as a performer, director, and writer. While some elements may feel dated, the film's core themes of self-acceptance and the dangers of superficiality are timeless. The Nutty Professor is still incredibly funny, but it's also surprisingly heartwarming. That balance of humor and heart is what sets it apart from countless other comedies. It's not just about making you laugh, it's about making you think, and that's the true mark of a classic. If you've never seen The Nutty Professor before, you owe it to yourself to check it out. And if it's been a while since your last watch, revisit it with fresh eyes. You might be surprised at just how smart and relevant it still feels. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into The Nutty Professor, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more reviews of classic films. Let me know in the comments, who's your favorite, Julius Kelp or Buddy Love? And which other Jerry Lewis films would you like me to review? Until next time, stay true to yourselves and keep watching great movies. See y'all on the next one. And by the way, save us a balcony seat. Extra butter on my popcorn, please.
Oh, Dr. Warfield wants to see you in his office.
Dr. Warfield.
Yes, right away.
I use too much